Protective coatings from Sigma Paints. Sigma Paints (PPG) protective coatings concentrate on developments of high-quality products which solve problems for customers and or provide distinctive benefit. They have global operation covering all continents in 70 countries, and their products and systems are supported by the best customer service standard in the business. They offers best-in-class products for marine infrastructure, chemical processing, power, oil and gas, offshore and rail industry segments. Today we are going to discuss Aramco protective coating system with respect to Sigma paints. The first one, APCS 1A. The type of coating, epoxy coating system for atmospheric services with inorganic zinc primer. Typical usage, severe atmospheric exposure, particularly for offshore construction, not generally specified for maintenance painting. The service condition limitations, maximum service temperature 150 degrees Celsius. The primer paint from Sigma Zinc 158 inorganic zinc primer, solvent based. Paint stock numbers WFT in microns 100 to 115, DFT 65 to 100, volume solid 63 to 67. Pot life 8 hours at 25 degrees Celsius. Recoating interval 20 degree at 12 hours. Fluid pressure recommended 1280 to 1700 psi. Tip size in thou 19 to 25. Blast profile in micrometer 40 to 65. Blast finish. Coating system for atmospheric service. Color retention and abrasion resistance are required, usually outdoors. Maximum service temperature will be 80 degrees Celsius. Primer paint from Sigma is epoxy coating system Sigma Zinc 102HS. Paint stock number WFT recommended 90 micrometer to get DFT of 40 to 75 micrometer. Volume solid of this paint 64 to 68%. Pot life of this paint 4 hours at 25 degrees Celsius. 30 degree at 6 hours will be recoating interval. Fluid pressure recommended 2130. 70 to 90 thou will be the tip size. Blast profile recommended 25 to 40 micrometer. Blast finish SA2.5. Abrasive stock numbers. Then intermediate code for this APCS 1F will be Sigma cover 4 ton. Paint stock number WFT will be 125 per coat. DFT 125 to 175 micrometer. Volume solid for Sigma cover 4 ton is 78 to 82%. Pot life for Sigma cover 4 ton 4 hours at 25 degrees Celsius. Recoating interval 30 degree at 6 hours. Fluid pressure 2800 to 3500 psi. Tip size 18 to 25 thou. Top coat Sigma gloss. Paint stock number WFT 90 microns. DFT 25 to 65 micron. Volume solid of Sigma gloss 54 to 58%. Pot life for Sigma gloss 4 hours at 25 degrees Celsius. Recoating interval 30 degree 5 hours. Fluid pressure recommended for Sigma gloss 2800 psi. 11 to 13 will be the tip size. Total DFT for APCS 1F 190 to 315 micrometer.
APCS 2A Phenolic epoxy coating system for immersion services. Self-priming. Typical use: immersion service particularly for raw or treated waters and for GOSP traps handling hot crude oil brine solutions. Not suitable for potable water. Maximum service temperature 90 degrees Celsius.
APCS 2A and 2C. Primer intermediate top coat from Sigma Paint. The paint products are Sigma Fenguard 930, Sigma Fenguard 935, Sigma Fenguard 940 respectively. Paint stock WFT 150 per coat, DFT 3 into 125 micron. Volume solid for these paints 65 plus or minus 2%. Pot life 3 hours at 25 degrees Celsius. Recoating interval. Fluid pressure 2130 psi. 18 to 25 tip size in thou. Blast profile 40 to 65 micrometer. Blast finish recommended SA3. Abrasive stock numbers 275 to 375 micrometer is the top coat. Total DFT. APCS 2B epoxy coating system for potable water immersion services. Self-priming. Typical use: immersion service for potable water application. Maximum service temperature 90 degrees Celsius. For APCS 2B, primer top coat from Sigma Paints is Sigma Fenguard 930, Sigma Fenguard 940 respectively. Paint stock numbers WFT 150 per coat, DFT 125 micron for each coat. Volume solid 66 plus or minus 2%. Pot life 3 hours at 25 degrees Celsius. Recoating interval. Fluid pressure 2130 psi. 80 to 21 tip size. 40 to 65 blast profile micrometer. SA3 blast finish is recommended. Abrasive stock. Top coat DFT will be 275 to 375 micrometer. APCS 2C epoxy coating system for immersion services at temperature up to 120 degrees Celsius. Typical use: immersion service for demineralized water and boiler skim tanks. Maximum service temperature 120 degrees Celsius. APCS 3
Coal tar epoxy coating system for immersion services and buried for steel and concrete. Typical use: immersion service in tank containing hydrocarbons, seawater, fresh water, and most alkalis. Intermittent contact with acids and solvents. It's also for buried concrete foundations and oily water concrete sumps. Maximum service temperature: immersion 70 degrees Celsius. For APCS 3, the product from Sigma C200A coal tar. Primer stock, WFT, DFT. Volume solid for this paint 78%. Pot life 5 hours at 25 degrees Celsius. Recoating interval, fluid pressure 2500 to 2700 psi. Tip size recommended 19 to 23 thou. Blast profile 65 to 100. Blast finish recommended SA 2.5. Abrasive stock numbers. Total DFT recommended 400 to 600 for APCS 3. APCS 4, Aluminum Pigmented Alkyd Coating System. Typical use: structural steelwork, tanks, vessels, pipes and equipment subject to moderate industrial atmosphere including H2S fumes and high humidity. Not generally recommended for shop application or when handling is required after coating. Maximum service temperature 80 degrees Celsius. For APCS 4, Sigma is providing Sigma Rain 24 as a primer. Paint stock number. WFT is recommended 63 per coat. DFT 50 to 75. Volume solid of this Sigma Rain 24 will be 56 plus or minus 2%. Pot life not applicable. Recoating interval. Fluid pressure 1700 to 2130 psi. Tip size recommended 0.017 to 0.019 inch. 40 to 65 blast profile is recommended. Blasting finish SA2. Abrasive stock. Top coat Sigma aluminum paint SA35. Paint stock WFT 65. DFT 40. 38% volume solid for Sigma aluminum paint. Recoating interval. Fluid pressure recommended 1700 to 2100 psi. 70 to 19 thou tip size is recommended. Total DFT 115 to 180 micrometer. APCS 6, Alkyd enamel coating system. Typical use: structural steel, machinery and equipment in marine and industrial environment including intermittent exposure to H2S fumes and high humidity. Not recommended for shop application or when handling is required after coating. Maximum service temperature 70 degrees Celsius.
Paint stock, WFT, DFT, volume solid, pot life, recoating interval, fluid pressure, tip size, blast profile, blast finish, abrasive stocks, as discussed before. Top coat, Sigma Therm 540, paint stock number, WFT 56 per coat, DFT 15 to 40, volume solid 45 plus or minus 2%, recoating interval 20 degree at 24 hours, nozzle pressure 43 to 57 psi, nozzle size 1.5 to 2 mm, total DFT 40 to 105, APCS 11B, very high temperature coating system for atmosphere services between 400 and 540 degrees Celsius. Typical use, steel in atmospheric services at a elevated temperature. APCS 11B, paint product for APCS 11B is Sigma Therm 540. All details same as top coat for APCS 11A. Next paint system, APCS 22A. Epoxy coating for application onto damp steel surfaces. Two-coat system. Typical use, offshore steel structure in above water areas. Can be applied in conditions of high humidity to a slightly damp substrate. Primer product for APCS 22A is Sigma Cover 410. Paint stock number, DFT, WFT, volume solid, pot life, and all these details as discussed before. Top coat, same paint, Sigma Cover 410. Total DFT recommended 300 to 400 micrometer. APCS 26, epoxy mastic coating system with self-priming. Typical use, one coat for coating maintenance work, fast dry alternative to APCS 4 and APCS 6. A coating for galvanized steels and aluminum for appearance or increased chemical resistance. A maintenance coating over existing sound coatings for new steel structure in mild corrosive areas. Maximum service temperature 120 degrees Celsius. Paint product for APCS 26 from Sigma. Primer paint is Sigma Cover 410 and top coat also Sigma Cover 410. Total DFT is 300 to 400 micrometer. Next paint system, APCS 26T. Epoxy mastic polyurethane coating system for use outdoor when added gloss retention, color retention and abrasion resistance are required. Typical use, a fast dye alternative to APCS 4 and APCS 6. A coating for galvanized steels and aluminum for appearance or increased chemical resistance. A maintenance coating over existing sound coatings for new steel structures for dry onshore areas. Paint products for APCS 26T. Same as APCS 26, Sigma Cover 410 as primer and intermediate. Top coat is Sigma Dur Gloss. Total DFT will be 290 to 360 micrometer.